Hey, it's Brook. I'm a guitar teacher in Cedar Rapids. I just ate some spaghetti, so hopefully I'm not wearing too much of it. So sometimes my students, they want to sit me down and have a serious talk about what's the deal with the sight reading. I tried to communicate with other guitar teachers. I'm like, how do you get your students interested in sight reading? And they all laughed at me. They're like, why would you make people read notes? I thought you were professional guitar teachers. I thought I was doing a good thing here. So, yeah, I'm not quitting. I'll tell you a couple little things about sight reading, but as far as my own experience, I was not off to a good start. I just didn't care about those abstract little black dots on the lines and what they represented. I didn't like the songs. I didn't like the teacher. I didn't like the way it was presented to me, and I sure didn't appreciate them, the ladies, stepping on my toes and slapping me around and giving me the dirty looks and all that. So I basically refused to learn. Later, I did learn a little bit at lessons, and I enjoyed it. I think the key is try to keep yourself a little bit comfortable as you're practicing. As soon as my teacher started speeding up the lesson, I started kind of shutting down. So I did bail out of my guitar lessons after maybe 9 months, and I just kind of played by ear for many years. And a lot of people are just like, hey, I'm kind of a rebel. I just kind of play my own thing. That's good. Do that. But at the same time, save a little bit of your practice to learn that standard staff. One reason is it just lights up your brain. It's good for your cognition. It's good for exercising your brain. It's good for mental health. It's just an exercise. Are you going to need it every day? Probably not. But, if you see a B flat and you're just like, well, I guess I can't play this song. I don't know. I think that's kind of a cop-out. If your teacher cares enough to give you a book and ask you to bring the book to the lesson and ask you to study and gently pulls you through the lesson, maybe that teacher cares a little bit about you, and maybe that teacher knows a little something about music that they're trying to help you. So instead of rejecting sight reading, maybe give it a try. Try to practice maybe 3 times a week, and you'll probably be able to get through your lesson. Unless your teacher is pushing you mercilessly and cruelly and way too hard, I can see where you get a little anxiety. But as for me, I just say, let's just play one little song here. Just play it slow. Take your time. If you don't know a note, no rush. I'll help you, or you can figure it out. We'll work on it together. I mean, I don't know. What else? Anyhow. But at the same time, I play by ear a lot too. But if you play a song, I can go, that sounds like B flat, and just go, yep. I kind of have this radar where I can pick up pitch. So that's kind of rare, I believe. That's probably why I can keep going here as a teacher and performer. It does help to have good pitch. But most of my students do not have that skill, and it's kind of hard to teach that. So if you can read and have a good book to study from that's not horribly boring, I think it's useful. And give it a try. The book I work out of is from Progressive Series. It's called Beginning Guitar, Book 1, something like that, beginner level or something. I don't know. I've been working on it for 33 years or so. I should know that book. But yeah, if you can read music, I'm impressed. For kids, if you're going to get into school band, jazz band, or play maybe a trumpet or something, or even drums, you're going to need to read the standard staff. So it helps you develop language skills, which is hard to believe coming from me. But for kids, it's really good for them. Teenagers, if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, I don't care, 50s or 60s, 70s or 80s, you can learn to sight read. Just do a little bit, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Get with a teacher and say, let's just work through this book. Please don't stress me out. Let's just take her slow and just see what happens. I think you will be satisfied when you can maybe pick up let's say you want to read or you want to sing a Bob Dylan song and you don't know how the melody goes. And you've got a book. The melody's written out. You could find your first note. If it's D, you might sing an F sharp. It might go F sharp, G, A. You can read that. You can sing it. You can match the pitch with your voice. So if you like to sing, sight reading is really important. Try telling a piano teacher, yeah, I'm not going to sight read. I'm just going to kind of do my own thing on the piano. It's not going to work. They won't accept that. Tell your vocal teacher that you're just going to kind of sing. They're like, oh, brother, another one of those. It's okay, you know. If you absolutely can't or won't, knock yourself out. But I'm going to encourage you to work on sight reading with your teacher and see what book they recommend, work through it steadily, complete your book, and then, maybe get some piano music or some song books, work on the vocal melody. And I use that Guitar Pro software to write out combinations of tablature and the standard staff. I'm just looking at one. I'm working on a new little book. That's going to be fun. So my books have a combination of standard staff and tablature. We love tablature. We love chords. We love strumming. We love timing. We like finger picking. We like soloing. And there's room in there for sight reading. If you're going to play the guitar, you just as well get into music. And there is kind of a difference. The people that skip it, they tend to kind of rush through things and kind of play things. They just don't sound solid. They just have kind of a weird way they approach music. Seems like you've got more of a solid foundation when you can sight read. That's just my observations. And I can be wrong. If I'm wrong, I will accept that is a possibility. But from my observations, sight reading will not hurt you, and it is worth the time. All right. Good luck. Let me know what you think.